angels, welcome back to my channel, my loves. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card. As you can see, we're going to be doing your next big chapter in life and what it's going to entail. So please subscribe, like and comment. I do apologize, my angels, also for the fan. It's needed. The UK heat, if you know anything about it, unbearable. So we're just going to move past it and hopefully it doesn't disrupt too much. But we are going to jump straight into the deck. So we're doing 4 decks. For deck 1, I feel like we should start this end. So we're going to do this one here, the Crystal Visions Tarot. For deck 2, the Star Child Tarot. For deck 3, the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. And then this little deck is pile 4, the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. So use your intuition to pick a deck, whichever deck is calling you. Pause the video if you guys need more time. Okay, my loves, perfect. We are going to jump straight ahead. Pile 1. We are going to jump straight in. Let's see what your next chapter entails. So I am hearing, what is it, cliche, guys? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Something about milkshakes. You may be really vibrating at a higher energy, or you're moving towards that in your next big chapter. I'm also seeing a snake, so this tells me transformation. Now I feel like there is a bird entering a tree, so this tells me there is a new environment at play. Not only are you shedding something of your past in your next big chapter, but you are exploring home, exploring deeper within yourself. A lot of you opening your heart to new things, new energy though. I see apples on a tree. Apples remind me of our wisdom, but also they can be seen as temptation. So, you know, what does the apple entail for you? There is options. I see there is abundance, honestly. I am seeing this beautiful line. So I feel like your next big chapter is about not only your home life, but I also feel like your own ambition, your strength. Now it's funny because the lion, very family orientated. When they're with their family, they're with their family. However, lions are sometimes always moving, you know, they're never really in one place. So this could be moving, you know, having to evolve like the snake, moving and seeing different environments, exploring, you know, what does home mean to me? You guys have pamper. So this next chapter is very induced in cleansing, self-love, self-mastery. But this is also a time of, again, figuring out yourself. Again, the energy of pamper, self-love, the color pink, vibrating at a higher energy. Don't be nervous about this next chapter in your life. I do feel like for some of you, there are some challenges here. Now, I actually see these beautiful purple feathers or wings. So, you know, this is a time of intuitiveness. Your next chapter is about figuring out within home, whether it's a physical place, a person. Listen, home is within ourselves first. Before we go anywhere, it's within ourselves. So you are going to have to figure out what you mean to yourself, surrender. You're going to have to let go of things that maybe you have really been clinging on to for a while. This may be a lot of idealisms, your angels are saying. Some of you have really been trying to figure out what trust means, or this is going to be your next chapter. Again, with the wings, I'm telling you, taking flight. So it's like a balance here, yin and yang. How can I push myself above and beyond while also honoring myself? And the color mint reminds me of very healing, and also it's funny, I've been working with mint today. So, you know, mint is very clarifying. It helps us with our psychic sense. So some of you could be intuitive, but mainly, angels, I feel like your next chapter is all about love. Love first and foremost. I do see a partnership here that didn't really honor you in a past life, my angels, or this could be a past relationship here. I am seeing slippers as well. This reminds me of like ballet feet. Yeah. So again, your balance is very important in your next big chapter. What is your next big chapter going to entail? Pearl 1. Laughter is the best medicine. So look, my angels, I'll be honest, I am seeing that you are the center of your passion in your next big chapter. This is about what you really mean to yourself, you know. If everything has disappeared, who am I? You know, sometimes we're not in places where we feel like we're thriving, okay? Sometimes we're not in a place where we feel validated by the people around us, or, you know, even like trying to explore more. However, the way that we treat our environment, the laughter that we create in the chaos, is actually very beautiful. There is something magnetizing about your hair, your eyes, that I feel like you're really awakening to in your next chapter. A lot of you are going to be hard at work. You could be really building a project here, or again, it's almost like you're trying to make a home out of chaos, make love out of chaos. Where you're at now, I don't feel like a lot of you are happy, but the energy of balance, angels, again, having to pamper ourselves, having to make sacrifices now so we can live a better life. A lot of you have been working super hard, but I also feel like as you are building, you are learning that work isn't just everything. Maybe I want deeper connections with people, deeper connections with myself. So it's having to adjust the way that you work in your next big chapter. Although the money is coming in, some of you, again, you could be doing something in terms of business, online, crafting, you know. Your cards are flying everywhere. So this tells me going into autumn, I do see like the leaves falling in a very specific type of way as well, very similar actually. Your next big chapter, my angels, is about going with the flow, adapting to changes. So again, you are going to have to be on this very self-reflective period. While you are working, I feel like some of you are trying to figure out the next step. Funnily enough, it's like even when your next big chapter's here, it's, you know, how can I evolve? How can I make something more out of my life? A lot of you are not happy right now with what you're creating, what you're working towards. And I feel like, again, this is where your compassion is going to come in for yourself. You know, some of you are falling into a state of loneliness and depression. Again, you need to learn to surrender those thoughts. You know, the thoughts are really going to test you here around your work. It's not going to be easy, your next big chapter, because it's like you're sitting at the cliff, but it's like, I don't have the means to jump off. So some of you, this new beginning is really going to test your ability to conquer your fears. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. You're really dreaming of a long-term future. Again, this could even be a long-term partnership. I want you to know the opportunities and the abundance are coming in, but it's not just all about working, my angels. Some of you, again, you already have a lot of apples on the tree here. You already have a lot of fruition. However, it's not just about the money anymore. It's about this long-term happiness and this fulfillment. What am I working towards? What is all this for? You know, something that always brings me to peace is seeing and saying to myself, okay, sometimes when I'm getting lost in the future and whatever, I say to myself, okay, what happens if I have everything that I need right now? Where do I go? What do I explore? You know, how do I feel about myself if I was a millionaire? You know, again, your heart is very important. The love that you create, not only in your work, but surrounding you, is so important. So while, yes, you are getting the success, the recognition, your work is really paying off. I want you to know you are building these branches to be strong, to be powerful. Some of you have really crafted a lot of, you know, your work from the ground up, from the roots up. Some of you, your ancestors are here. But what does this mean for you, angels? What does this mean? What do you want out of your life? Do you want deeper connections? You have to really go inwards to see what is for you. The Hermit is really going to test your emotions. It's going to bring up a lot of your past life, I want to say. A lot of what makes you happy. It's almost as if I see it's on the tip of your tongue. It's right, you know, before your eyes. You are making it, and nobody's going to be able to stop you. Nobody's going to be able to, you know, say anything different. But it's how you feel about yourself in this next big chapter, okay, my loves? So your next big chapter, it has the longevity that you're seeking. It has the wealth. You are making it through. But your heart is on the line also, yeah? So what is your guidance? How can you really use the opportunities coming towards you to create more passion in your life? You will need to let go of several things. Some of you, your dreams may not be feeling like they're going towards a plan, or, you know, something around the longevity. It's like things are changing, things are evolving. Expect the unexpected, honestly, is what I feel. I am seeing put your feet in water, okay? There is something here, a disconnection around the root as well, okay? This is your ability to create wealth, to create that security within yourself. Some of you are really getting lost in the dream, okay? But I do feel like you will need to start making some huge changes here around them. In order to get your dreams off the ground, or to get what you deserve, you are going to have to start putting things to plan. It's not just enough anymore to work. You've got the work sorted. In your next big chapter, whatever you're trying to configure, you're trying to move, it's working in your favor. It's like the money's stacking up, or it will come in. But it's more this energy of action, of, do I believe in myself? You know, the divine masculine at the moment has really been clearing a lot of past life energy around our fathers, the sun, okay, our dreams, how our fathers used to dream. So it's like, you know, something is being brushed under the carpet here. You will get somebody else coming towards you as well. Now, some of you, again, some dreams you shouldn't follow. Be wary of people creating narrative or facade for you. You have options here coming in. I want you to know that. The cards that fell on the floor, my angel, the Two of Cups. There is going to be a sacrifice of a relationship, I have to be honest. This is the surrender that I see here. Having to let go of false narratives around a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or even collaborations that no longer work for you. You know, something that you are pouring into right now, it's, you know, I don't know, it feels a bit like a dream, a fantasy. It's just not working, I feel, long term, and it's falling to your feet here, okay? So you will have to make, again, changes, but the way that you are going to, listen, the Hierophant, really pour into your heart, my loves, is by letting go of this need to be restricted or tied down. You work best when you are free. Some of you are supposed to be the ones breaking the cycles here, okay? You could be star children, but I want you to know something is becoming clearer. Your advice and guidance here is to really use what is coming towards you, the wealth, you know, even the disappointments, to your advantage, I feel, okay? Please let go of addictions, things that make you feel good short term, because these are not working for you, my loves, okay? I love you, my angels. Please remember that everything is paying off. I know it may feel like life is just dragging on a bit. I think that we all feel like that, but there is something beautiful about your own self-mastery. You need to create happiness from within. Yeah, this is what you're creating, this love for yourself. Because once you start shaping a lot of what is around you into love, even if everything around you is chaos, it will grow into something. It may not come instantly, but it is here. So you're really challenging yourself in your next big chapter. How can I push forwards? Some of you really want to move, but I feel like it's going to take a bit more planning, okay? I love you, Pile 1. Let's go ahead and move on to Pile 2. Hi, Pile 2. Let's go ahead and get started with your next big chapter. So firstly, I feel like there is going to be a lot of action coming in. Oh, some of you, I almost feel like there is a bit of a fire here ignited within you. So a lot of passion, a lot of wishes, a lot of attraction. You know, a lot of people are seeing you, pole 2, in your next big chapter. Okay. So pole 2, I am seeing something around your dreams here, okay? Or this feeling of loneliness. I feel like a lot of you are learning to fight this energy of validation, of restriction, of feeling left out. You know, I feel like there is definitely a narrative here of feeling underappreciated. Okay. You guys, your next big chapter, you will have to love yourself a bit deeper. It's not that you're not already doing that, but I do see the success is going to come from what you plant inside of yourself. I actually see a lot of sprouting out of the top of your head, your crown. So a lot of new ideas, the things that you've planted 6 months ago finally are growing. Things are paying off. Like I said, some of you need to be moving though. Yeah, your next big chapter involves movement. It's not so much as I need to plant more seeds, but I feel like it's how you really choose to break the boundary. You know, there is a cycle being repeated here, and wow, I see, as I'm looking down right now, I see this beautiful like silver flower. Silver, the moon, the goddess, divine feminine energy. No, pole 2, when you move, everything will follow you, is what I feel. So there is a bit of fear here around conquering your journey, okay? Change. Like I said, there is some huge changes here coming in. I feel like a lot of you are learning to change a narrative here, change a certain spark. I see fireworks. So some of you around November time, you know, even late October, you are going to have new changes in this next big chapter of your life. It's almost as if like the universe is really pushing you to move, and they're showing you the fireworks. It's like they are having to bring you towards the fireworks. So wherever you are feeling stuck right now, there will be movement. There will be new harmony. Again, it's almost as if she's opening up this heart. She's, you know, bringing everything that she has to the table. Some of you maybe didn't feel like you were worthy sitting at the table, you know, but it's almost as if like, again, as soon as you show up, everything will follow. People will see you, they will admire you. And it's not even so much about the admiration, but you know, I feel like it's something that you need to do. It's something that you need to be ready to attract. Yeah, authenticity. You are very unique, pole 2, and again, of course, your star children. You are here to change a lot of people around you as well. You are not the norm. You are having to do things alone for some of you. You're having to break boundaries, cycles within generational trauma, you know, but it's almost as if like your next phase is about, you know, really creating that new narrative. It's like, you know, to be the chosen one, to be the black sheep, you know, to work with your ancestors, or just to change like what everyone else is doing. You don't even have to put a title on it, honestly. Whatever it is that you want to do, you want to move away from, you can do that, but it's you that has to take that step. You know, you can't wait for everyone else around you to change, because that is not who you are. You are the person, when you walk in the room, you're silver, you're a goddess, you're the moon, you know. People look up to the moon, they admire, they follow the moon, you know. As much as people say, oh, the moon follows me, no. The moon shows up when you do. So this is it. This is your calling, to show people a different narrative, whether that's being in a different space, showing lovers how you find love, how you truly love yourself. But as soon as you turn your head, as soon as you break free from this mundane, you know, whatever you want to call it, this timeline, this frequency, you know, not to be all, you know, superstitious or, you know, what everyone deems as crazy these days. You are the difference here. And I know that can be a bit, in this day and age, a bit like, oh, everyone's going to think I'm crazy, everyone's going to think I'm delulu, but you're not. Because as soon as you change, so does everyone else, you know? So does everyone else. You are showing people your philosophy and luck, optimism. What did I say about it sprouting at the top of your head? So some of you have your own philosophy, your own wisdom to share. So whatever is different for you, know that you are making it. You are doing this. No matter the weather, no matter the storm, you have got this. Okay? Your angels in specific want you to keep a very optimistic mindset. Try new things, do new things, but you will have to move. You can't stay stuck, because that's not how we attract, you know. We have to change things up. If we were still in the cycle that we were 2-3 years ago, you probably wouldn't even be here watching this video, loves. So, you know, do things differently. That niggling feeling that you're getting about starting a project, or I don't know, some of you want to get up and move here. Like, there is something here about you wanting to do something, but I also see your angels are saying there is a bit of doubt around this project, this career path. Maybe you want to get into a different line of work, you want to move. I even hear, like, some of you, if you want to find love, go to the places where you love, you know. And what's that everyone says, like, you shouldn't date in an area that you hate. If you hate where you're at, you're going to have to move. But the universe will support you. You know, one of the biggest lessons this year has been seeing the universe's tools in a brand new way. Seeing how it can provide for me, rather than me feeling like I have to continuously provide. So what is this next big chapter? Let's see. Queen of Wands, Starseed. You need to be confident in who you are. Again, this is why your angels are saying a lot of optimism. I'm actually, yeah, is that a horse? No. I am seeing a lot of horses in my vision. Sometimes I have to make sure I'm not tripping. Some of you, this is it. Maybe you're ignoring your visions, or you're ignoring your intuition. You know, what you are seeing for yourself, the ideas. Again, be open, be confident. You are the leader, the Queen of Wands. She is powerful in her own right. You know, what I've realized about the Queen of Wands, some people doubt the Queen of Wands heavily, because people are like, oh, she's an entrepreneur, she does this, she does that. Yeah, she seems confident, but I don't think people realize the pain the Queen of Wands goes through. You know, the things that she has to sacrifice, the visions that she has to hide, the, you know, part of herself that she feels like she has to hide to the world. Your next big chapter is not doing this. You need to see yourself in a brand new way, yeah, brand new energy. This is you, this is who you are. You have a story to share with others, you know. Again, it's like, even in my last job, you know, I was very timid to tell people what my line of work was outside of just working retail. And when I finally realized that, you know what, people around me need my guidance, they need my help, I started to attract more into my life, new clients. I was able to leave that job and really figure out my dreams, though it hasn't been easy. But if you were going to do this, do it. Do it till the end. And like I said, whatever it is that you want in your next big chapter, if it's a dream job, if it's, you know, taking that next leap of faith, whatever that push you need, the universe is here. You know, again, the Fool card even reminds me of, you know, having to take that leap of faith, having to trust, having to see the wisdom for what it is. Three of Swords. Don't let the past restrict you. Don't let the burdens of, I don't feel good enough, you know, people don't see me, people aren't going to love me. Don't let that past hurt really restrict you. You know, some of you, there are challenges around the heart. Now, the Three of Wands, some of you new manifestations coming in. The Three of Swords doesn't have to always be about heartbreak. You know, the Three of Wands, again, the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords really reminds me of just everything that we keep trapped in our heart, not even just love and relationships. You know, our subconscious wounds, the things that we feel like the world doesn't deserve to see. When you move forwards with confidence, when you find that healing and that wisdom within yourself to say, it doesn't matter what it's going to take, I'm going to do it, it will show up. Some of you are waiting on your manifestations to come in. Your next big chapter, my angels, you are going to have the ideas pour in. But you have to be able to take that one first, that leap of faith. So there is something here around either finding forgiveness around your past, finding that healing, finding yourself firstly. A lot of you, again, figuring out how to be authentically you. It took me a very long time to validate myself. You know, I want to share Lilith, Lady Lilith, okay? She was a massive part in helping me see past the validation for others. Yeah, a lot of healing work it's going to take your next big chapter, but you are going to do this. There is something here around the way your hair shines, and to me this represents your crown, your thoughts, your uniqueness, the things that people don't see. You're going to have somebody offer you a job here, or somebody that will invest in you. This somebody is wealthy, they're looking towards you. I almost feel like they're waiting. Some of you have a male ancestor that waits for you on the other side. Yeah, it's almost like I see your ancestors waiting by the gates. They're waiting for you to make a choice here. It's going to start with a choice. It's going to start with healing. Maybe you're healing over an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are going to find this healing and you are going to do it, okay? So your advice, the Star card was just there. So your manifestations, believe in yourself. Yes, I feel accomplished with finding my dreams. I speak my truth. I find healing. Just do it until you feel good. And sometimes, honestly, you have to use tools around you. It's not even just all internal wisdom. Sometimes in life you have to make yourself feel good. For me, it's makeup. So some of you do your makeup, get ready, even if it's just taking a good clean shower. You know, whatever it is that makes you feel good, do it. If, you know, being outside makes you feel good, do it, because your opportunities are waiting outside. The universe is here. They're willing to show you, and I promise you, no matter how nervous you are, they are here. Pay attention to the numbers, to the signs. I remember when I went to Liverpool, all I saw was angel numbers absolutely everywhere. 7 of crystals. So this is going to take some time. This is going to take some craft. But look, she's doing it. She's made it across the sea. She's sitting in the sand. She's manifesting. Some of you, a beach is really going to be helpful. You have the ability to manifest. You know, sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm a witch. I can manifest it. Sometimes it's just believing in yourself. Your hard work is paying off, my loves. Okay, I love you, pole 2. Let's go ahead and move on to pole 3. Okay, pole 3. Let's go ahead and see what is your next big chapter. Let's take a look. I do see a key here. Some of you, your next big chapter is unlocking new movements. Something within yourself, actually. This is an opportunity. Wow. So I am seeing this beautiful like ring of crystals. Some of you, jewelry is quite important to you, or I actually feel like crystals healing. So with this key, I'm also seeing that it's not only unlocking something new within yourself, my angels, but I see it's actually locking people away here. A lot of you may have been struggling recently, I want to say, like maybe you have been just going back and forth, really trying to figure out what I want, I see like a soul family here coming in your next big chapter in life. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are making peace with a lot of your past here, or this is about like what more is there. Some of you are either in the spotlight right now or you desire some kind of recognition. But I will say I feel a bit of a disconnection recently to people, relationships here. There is something here about that color red. It reminds me of your sacrifices a little bit. Maybe people around you haven't always realized your sacrifices, the things that you've really had to go through. But I feel like, my angels, you are figuring out more about yourself. Your next big chapter is about self-appreciation. It's not so much just about being in the limelight, getting the recognition you deserve. It's about, do you recognize yourself here, you know? This kind of reminds me of a bit of Leo energy, some of you, Aries, Leo, Sag. But, you know, again, the sacrifice of the sun she brings, or he, the sun is divine masculine energy. So again, it brings recognition, it brings influence, it brings a sense of shining. You know, as the sun shines down on us, that is our wisdom. You know, we always seek the sun. But some of you are learning to create your own sun from within. Some of you, there could be challenges here around pregnancy if you are a divine feminine, or something around childbirth within the family. Trigger warning, I do see a bit of a miscarriage here. Your sacral energy, your divine wisdom, divine feminine, your womb. This is about self, creating self peace within your next big chapter. And you know, the Cosmic Slumber Tarot for me has always reminded me of the Empress, reminded me of finding myself, you know. And actually, if we look at the front of this box, this is the Hermit card, yeah. So it's about really seeking knowledge from within. Some of you have a lot of karma here around Saturn, so you could, you know, be a Capricorn as well, Aries. You are really healing this karma that you have within. Some of you have really been restricting yourself. So your next big chapter is about unraveling this wound or this feeling that you have within. Again, it's almost like this unhappy mask is in the spotlight. You're bringing those feelings, those vulnerabilities to the surface, and you're saying, well, actually, I love myself. Actually, I give myself light, myself comfort, you know. Some of you, there is disconnection to divine feminine here at the moment. Maybe you have a lack of a mother figure in your life, or, you know, there hasn't been a good connection between parents and child. Let's take a look. What is your next big chapter entailing? So, wow, look, the Sun card. So I feel like recently, angels, there has been a draining of your energy. I want you to be careful at night here, okay? I personally have been picking up on a lot of draining energy that is happening around us at the night time. You know, I feel like there has been actually energetically right now a huge shift with timelines, you know, people really jumping into their highest self. But there is also this really huge release around the moon at the moment. You know, it's almost as if the moon is really showing us how our past is still restricting us. So a lot of you, again, it's like this comfort within. What did I say about the sun? Yes. Pile 3, you are creating that happiness within. Whether it's for the way that you look about yourself. Again, it's almost like you're needing to honor the sacrifices of being in the water. A lot of people haven't understood this. Maybe a lot of people around you at the moment actually are not appreciating you. And that moon card reminds me of like Halloween Town. I think it may be the second or the third one, I can't remember. When she goes on the broom with that one person, I can't remember his name, honestly. Dylan, is it? And then her broom gets like spiked. Yeah. So again, it's almost as if like discovering deeper within yourself in this next big chapter. But again, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to really let go of something. You're going to have to really acknowledge something that you're doing, something that is draining you. Is this a person, somebody that, you know, may look good, but again, does it feel good? You know, when her broom was tainted with and she fell, it turned into snakes. You know, is there a person here that is really pulling you away from yourself? Maybe this is a relationship for a lot of you. And if it's not love, it's relationships with the people around you. Okay, you all need to slow down here. Your next big chapter, the past, is very significant. So you are healing past life stuff around past relationships, childhood. It's coming to the surface. It's something that you need to do, pile 3. It's not going to be easy here, but your past is really going to push you forward. Once you've completed this, you're going to have like a brand new attraction to yourself. You're going to appreciate yourself more. There is a level of healing your body needs to do. Maybe it's even having to go through this so you can learn a lesson around self-mastery. And it's funny because I am seeing red clouds here in my vision. It's like these deep red clouds. And you know, right now, because it's so sunny where I'm at, you know, a lot of this sand reminds me, you know, from the Sahara Desert that's been carried over, of the sacrifice of the desert. Yeah, it's almost as if this pain that you've carried deep within yourself has been restricting you long term. The way that you give yourself to relationships, some of you intimacy challenges here, but your next big chapter is going to bring you more abundance. By going through this, you are healing this root energy. A lot of you, your wishes maybe have been out of reach recently, or it's been a lot of like having to sacrifice your wishes to please other people. You know, have you been really just in this fantasy even? Your dreams are becoming possible. You are going to have the abundance you want, and you are going to be able to achieve to really go and get this. Okay, so your advice, pile 3, in this next big chapter for you: trust yourself. You have some amazing gifts that you are unlocking on this journey. You have the opportunity to really see yourself in a new way. And my voice went a bit shaky then, okay? It's almost like I lost a bit of breath then. So again, take deep breaths. Do this slowly. You are going to be learning a whole lot. And again, her eyes are really covered. So there is a lot of veiling that is happening. You need to do a bit of protection around you. Either that is physically veiling yourself or spiritually. The ravens are here. Oh, the crows. Here we go. So this is like salvation. There are 3 crows around you who are going to bring wisdom. You actually have 1 crow that really watches over you. The other 2 are a bit, they like to test you a bit, okay? So there is going to be tests, but you are going to learn more about yourself, see the truth about people's intentions. Are relationships too good to be true here? There is a relationship that you need to heal within yourself before you seek love in others, okay? So lastly, 6 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. I see prayer here is going to be a form of meditation or something where you can seek salvation. You're going to have the long-term success you desire. Right now, it's a time of giving back to yourself, my angels. I'll be honest. You're doing too much for other people, whether that's giving them love, helping them heal. Some of you are psychic, spiritualists, but this is a time of really configuring, actually, what do I want? Have I been meeting my own standards? You know, I recently reconnected with a bit more wisdom in my life. So, you know, this could be it, seeking more wisdom first. Sometimes we have to, again, the energy of September, go back to school, relearn stuff about ourselves. It's a never-ending cycle healing, but it will be beautiful, okay? I love you. I hope that was helpful. Let's move on to pile 4. Hi, pile 4. Let's go ahead and see what is your next big chapter. I am seeing some hidden information here, okay, that is going to come to light in your next big chapter. you have some unexpected people coming in, unexpected visitors. I actually feel like you are going to meet somebody that is going to bring you to a new place in your life. Things are going to move very quickly in your next big chapter. I almost feel like they're rushing in, I'll be honest. Yeah, you have choices here. Exactly. Oh, what did I say? Friend, listen, shine. So the color blue, very significant of deep healing, of your dreams, your fruition. It's almost as if in your next big chapter, I feel like these opportunities are really bringing just like a new energy. Some of you are going to find yourself traveling, or again, you're going to meet somebody here. I actually feel like they wear like funny earrings. Again, she does have earrings on. It's almost as if I see like somebody who is spiritual, holistic, could be a new friend coming in, or somebody who really understands that, if that is you. These people are coming in, and it's like it's happening all at once. You didn't feel like you were going to travel, or you didn't feel like you were going to meet new people, but it's like that one decision, that one choice you make is going to lead you to these people. You know, listen, these, you know, choices, these keyholes, they are all different energies here. They are all different places, vibrations, and you know, sometimes not every opportunity is for us, not every opportunity is meant to be for us, but I actually feel like wherever you go, you know, you are going to make it across this ocean. You're going to make it to this place. It's almost as if like you're going to do this alone, but you're going to find yourself surrounded with people. It's happening very quickly. So some of you, I actually feel like you're going to take a new job in a new location. Something amazing that you're doing, angels. It's just coming in, honestly. This is your time to meet your soul family. Some of you, this is not even a relationship. This is a friendship. A group of feminines, I feel. I even see like a class, a community center. You know, it reminds me of this one person I see on TikTok, and she travels, and I feel like, you know, sometimes when I'm watching people, I pick up on just intuitive energy, and I feel like intuitively she will also meet brand new people, but it's this energy and this freedom that she has that is truly very inspiring. So I feel like, again, this is going to all come in at once. It's going to be a surprise for you. What is this next big chapter? I see a new car here for some of you, or some, again, this could even be just symbolic of travel, movement. Seven of Swords. A lot of you, like I said, this hidden information, some of you are finding secrets here about someone. Some of you, I actually feel like within your past life as well, to do with your own energy and fruition. But there is something here about you being intuitive. You are going to leave a person, or you're going to leave a job, a situation, whatever you are seeing here that is against you. You know, maybe somebody who says they've been loyal but they haven't. And it's funny because I have the crown here, and you know, crown reminds me of royalty. You know, so it's like somebody who's not who they say they are. They're going to show you your true colors, whatever you're going to see. Yeah. Whatever you are going to see is going to lead you to new people, new vibrations. Like I said, it's that one decision, that one hidden deception that comes to life that is going to push you in your massive journey, okay? Now, like I said, a lot of you, this is happening unexpectedly, and this reminds me of like the last place I lived. You know, when I left the last place I was at, it all happened with chaos. You know, a lot of the endings that happen for us always come with chaos, but it leads to something more beautiful. So like I said, new people that you can appreciate your energy with. New people that are even going to want to see what you're doing. They're going to stalk you in this next chapter. It's like you're moving away from friends, family for some of you. Just whoever these negative people are in your life, my angel, know that you're moving away from them. And when this happens, you are going to look back at that time and think, damn, look how much I've changed. I know it sounds a bit too good to be true, but sometimes the universe gives, you know, the most heartbroken and, you know, people who have had less than, they give those kind of people the best surprises. Okay, so Page of Wands, like I said, in this next chapter, you are going to have to go work for this. You're going to have to move for this. You're going to have to work for this. The way that you get to this Ten of Pentacles, this long-term success, this family, this home, this new environment, the sky is significant wherever you are. You're going to have the view, the opportunity. You're going to have to work for it. So it's going to be taking an idea, taking that job that you feel like is just out of balance, you know, but it's all going to come together. And some of you may have to really lift yourself to a place where it's like it's possible, because for some of you maybe there isn't enough money, you know, and I know in this day and age, without money things can be difficult, you know. Without the right things it's even more difficult than it was before. But it's like you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to save. You're going to have to pull the universe towards you, and you're gonna say, listen, I'm catching the next train ride. Some of you are not leaving with anything. You're leaving with a backpack. You're leaving with just your strength here. You're going to have to climb yourself out of this negative vibration. But you are going to meet more compassionate people. Some of you are actually going to be therapists. You are going to be healing people. And this is why you're going to be meeting a whole bunch of people. A lot of people are seeking your wisdom. You know, the King of Cups reminds me of a healer, a holistic healer, medicine man, medicine woman, somebody with a lot of knowledge. But it's like people maybe overlook sometimes the King of Cups, because sometimes that emotional knowledge can be taken the wrong way. But you know, actually those emotions are really what helps bring this person to this energy of knowledge, this deeper understanding of life. So you're meeting those likewise people. There may be a water sign here that actually is not happy with you moving, but you're doing it anyway. Some of you are not even going to tell people. Like I said, a Knight of Cups is not going to be happy that you're going. A lot of you don't feel ready, or you're stagnant at the moment. So in your next chapter, my angels, it's very important that you put the time and work in. Some of you, it may not be ready right now, but it will be. Again, the Knight to the King. It's going to take growth. It's going to take slowness. Some of you are really going to have to come to big realizations in this next big chapter. But like I said, as soon as that ball stops rolling, it won't roll until it gets you to where it needs to be. So what is your advice here? There are warnings here. I am seeing a helicopter in the sky right now. There are warnings here around your subconscious. I see something around heat, so doing things very impulsively here. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, maybe making yourself feel like you are not wealthy enough. You are going to have to break that cycle. So listen, whatever you need to do spiritually to attract this energy, this wealthiness, this wealth, this recognition. Some of you, the designer clothing that you want, you know, some of you are going to be working for a designer. You are going to have to just do it. Just go for it and just do it. You're going to have to push yourself, angels. Yeah, you need to revisit or visit again how your parents dealt with wealth. The money wounds here, okay? Because these money wounds are really blocking you from feeling abundant and feeling like you are ready. Some of you feel like you need a whole bunch of cash to do something. But let me tell you, if anything recently has made me realize that you do not need a whole bunch of wealth. I am seeing a rainbow here in my vision, so much hope is coming in. I want you to know that you are so like guided. It's like you are very dreamer energy, you know. It's the energy of like, where does the rainbow end? There's the pot of gold, yeah. But if anything's made me realize recently is that even if you have to sacrifice everything that you own, the universe will show up. Even if it's a person, you know, when I first left my job, walking home, I remember bumping into a man, and you know, it was snowing. Long story short, this random man looked like he was an angel, honestly. randomly said to me, you are going the right way, you are on the right path. So it's like the universe will show up, and recently a lot of people have been awakening to the universe. You know, people are seeing what the universe is doing for them. So it's about opening yourself up to the universe. Allow them to help you, allow them to provide for you. Ask them. I know it's strange sometimes to ask the spiritual realm for things, yeah. Make sure you do it within the highest love and compassion of your angels, your guardian angels that have your best interest at heart. But don't be scared to ask your divine source for whatever you need. It will come in, I promise you. Okay, so your last advice is to take the action that you seek. Again, the energy of the kite. You have to run to get a kite moving. And it's literally, that is the sign. You have to run to get a kite moving. You have to be willing to take the kite out, whether it's windy, whether it's not. You have to be willing to allow the kite to fly in the air, yeah. You have to be willing to take the action, to have that conversation that is difficult with people around you. You have to use that sword, use your knowledge. The universe is communicating with you also, okay? But again, it's like this energy of like, if I believe in the kite flying, it will fly. If I put in enough time, enough effort, it will fly. I will fly, yeah? The answers are all around you. You need to just do this, okay? I love you, powerful. Hope that was helpful. Don't forget to watch my other videos. I will see you in the next one.